We will act against populism in the ranks of the ANC. We will.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Mbalula is not allowing the comrades to have a peaceful December. He has sent out warning shots over the Bela bill, and it's actually landing on Panyaza Lesufi. Let's take a look at this further and exactly what is happening with the Bela bill. Yeah, let's give this one a thumbs up and let's unpack further.
Even within our ranks, there are people who are just on top of their voices. Bela Act must be implemented. There is leadership here in this country, led by Ramaphosa of the ANC. We will act against populism in the ranks of the ANC. We will.
They must allow our children to be in the same class with everyone. So on Friday, our president, if they don't want to listen to us, we beg our president, the Basic Education Laws Act, the Bela Act must be signed and must be implemented without fear or favor because we've given them time. What's wrong when our children can learn together in the same classroom? What's wrong when our children can go to a Zulu class and Afrikaans class and go and play rugby together during break? What's wrong that our children should be in a position to go to a school that is next door to them?
Guys, when it comes to the ANC, they are dealing with obviously power struggles, leadership struggles, and Panyaza is giving Mbalula some good sleepless nights over the Bela bill because it seems like that is Panyaza's power card at this moment. Now, most people have been asking, but the Bela bill has nothing to do with Panyaza because he is the premier of Gauteng. Why is the Bela bill attributed to Panyaza? That is a good question. Fikile made the remarks on the 21st of December, reflecting on the number of issues in the public domain. The bill was initially signed on the 13th of September by Cyril Ramaphosa, and he just suspended the implementation of Clause 4 and 5 for 3 months to allow for further consultation.
In the President's announcement that he is going to proclaim the Bela Act in its totality, he also stated that the Minister of Basic Education is now tasked to set up a time frame for implementation, and that she also has to make sure that norms and standards are in place for implementation. Our legal team is also ready to take action against any official that abuses his or her power to target an Afrikaans school.
The largest disinformation about the Bela bill is that Cyril tells everybody that Afrikaans school and culture is being attacked, when in fact it says nothing about Afrikaans schools and culture. It says every child has a right to have a language of instruction in their native tongue. Now, the part that he doesn't communicate to the Afrikaans community, as if there is a majority Afrikaans community and there is an English school there, and all of those enrollments, Afrikaans enrollments, go to the English school. This will then give the decision to the Department of Education, and not being denied by the school board, to now introduce an Afrikaans class, where in fact this bill will help Afrikaans language, native language speakers, because there's some places, like in Durban for instance, there's not many Afrikaans schools. Now this will force the English school, which is the majority there, to introduce more Afrikaans classes. And that is the part that Cyril will not talk about, because this division, hatred, and fucking apartheid bullshit that he's spreading, it does not fall in his favor.
Now, if you think that this actually brings a change, it does not. Number one, what the Bela bill aims to do is that it aims to now strengthen the arrest or prolong the arrest of the parents who fail to send their children to school starting from grade R. Okay, that sounds good, right? But one question that we have is, how many schools do we have in most villages? How many schools do we have in most places? And not to mention the shortage of teachers. Why not first increase the schools that we have? Because if you are saying this, where are those schools? Where are those learners going to attend at? And who is going to teach those learners? Because if you go to most schools, learners actually don't have teachers to teach them.
Who funds public schools in this country? It's the South African government. And by extension, South African taxpayers. South African taxpayers are from all walks of life. Black, white, Indian, colored, whatever color Mshoza was, but they're South Africans. Who goes to South African public schools? South Africans. All I'm seeing from these criticisms with regards to the Bela Act has absolutely nothing to do with this idea of trying to promote mother tongue education, right? It has everything to do with white supremacy, specifically Afrikanerdom. That isn't transformation. That isn't protecting mother language education, right? All that is just segregation. All that is just apartheid, but with some new colors. And there's no other way that you can try and explain it away and make it seem as if it's not racist, when in actual fact it is.
But as you have seen, most of the sentiment around the issue of languages, it is only fair to accommodate all those who live in South Africa, and of course those that are part of the official languages of instructions that are recognized in the country. In general sense of it, on our side, it's as though this Bela bill will solve issues for South African historical injustices, but really it's just more trouble for a government that is not willing to put in proper systems to implement things. Because should they allow or make this grade R compulsory, do they have the funding for it? Should they give learners more rights? Do they have capacity with social workers and all sorts of counselors to assist children to make such decisions that they are giving them, since they are taking away more power from parents? And again, with allowing capacity for other languages of instruction, will they employ relevant teachers in those schools, or are they expecting now the teachers, let's say in an Afrikaans school, to automatically now be able to instruct in English? But it just shows that as a country, South Africa is still developing. And can Mbalula allow us to have a December, please? And allow the comrades to at least rest until January. Leave the fights for January. What are your thoughts down below? Is he threatened by Panyaza, or is it the stress of going against the GNU and doing what is against Hellen, Zille, and implementing the full Bela bill as Cyril Ramaphosa has announced? Please let me know down below here on the Capital. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video.